Harry, this is Lord Potato. And this is, well, what if Luffy went into hatred? Part 6. The end. Which is gonna be the end, okay? So, let me do a recap on what happened last time. Luffy, after, well, saving Ace and all that, and after fighting, Shanks, uh, he did do a couple months before going into the Doflamingo Torment. Of course, this is where the Devil Fruit was the Yami Yami no Mi. Luffy wasn't at the Yami Yami no Mi. He was at the Doflamingo. Some of his elites managed to find Doflamingo in the middle of the battle before Luffy was going against Ace. That's where Luffy already undisguised himself and then chased after, well, Doflamingo. Found him and killed him. Now, after killing Doflamingo, Ace appears and says Luffy stop. He tried to stop Luffy, but of course Luffy didn't listen to him and left. Now, Luffy did kill Doflamingo and the guy who's blind. And a bunch of Marines. But yeah, now, there's 7, so Luffy has killed about 7 Sea Emperors. Not Sea Emperor, what am I talking about? Not Sea Emperors. 7, Celestials. And I did say there was 20. So, after Doflamingo's murder, this is where Luffy goes after the rest of, well, the Celestials. This is where his elites and him goes after the Celestials. Luffy tracks all the remainder of, well, 13 Celestial Dragons. Each of them didn't really have family. Like, 5 of them had family, but Naruto didn't care. He slay and murder every single one. Of course, Marines tried to stop Luffy and his Vanguard army, but of course they get slaughtered. So of course Luffy has just killed all the Celestial Dragons, and is just laughing. He has freed so many people that all of them has rise up to fight against, well, the higher anarchy, and right now they are all training into being the strongest army for Luffy to, well, use, since all of them decides to think of them as somewhat of a tool of Luffy. But Luffy sees that of everyone is equal. So of course that's not what they're thinking about. So yeah. Of course Luffy had to knock some people sense about that, so yeah. But of course we go into, well, a 2-month time skip after the murders of the Celestial Dragons. Kaiden has heard about this. Even Big Mama. And of course, even Gen 66 or something like that. Gen 66? Something like that. I forgot. What's it called? Sanji's, whole freaking heritage or whatever. Or not heritage. Family of the, Gen 66 or something like that. The 66. But of course, this is where, well, Luffy is going to go kill Big Mama next, since she is a Sea Emperor and does not care about whatever bullshit she has. He doesn't give a fuck if she's a Sea Emperor. She's gonna fucking die, okay? Luffy does not care. So, with Sanji still going, back to his family and all that? Zoro and Nami are just there because, yeah, in original canon, Luffy and Nami would be there. But Zoro and Nami are there. And of course, Zoro is right now slicing through multiple of the army that went against Luffy in original canon from Big Mama's. But this is where Luffy appears and use Ito no Mi. Evolution's, the awakening of his Devil Fruit. Of, Doflamingo's Devil Fruit. And he cut through so many, and also used the strings to just crush through all of them. Wrap around so many and crush them. Zoro already knew who this person was. And this is Luffy. Luffy says, hello there, Zoro Noah. It seems that you're here also to kill Big Mama, aren't you? And this is where Zoro says, no, I'm not. I'm just here to go get my crewmate back. And then Luffy says, then let's make a deal. Zoro says, no, I'm not making a deal with you. I know what you're after, and you're gonna just try to kill me. Luffy says, Oh. I guess so. Fine. So Luffy jumped back and says, "Well, good luck on your getting your teammate back or crewmate back, Zoro Noah. I'm just here to get rid of Big Mama. Now, don't get in my way." Luffy disappeared, and yeah, and of course Nami says that guy gives me always the creeps. So Luffy is right now going straight to Big Mama. But before we go into that, Luffy has heard from his least that Jin 66 is here. So of course Luffy, he doesn't like Jin 66 because it's basically like a smaller version of, well, the Marines and all. So before he goes to wipe out what's called Big Mama and all, he goes to wipe out Jin 66. And he wipes them all. He sees so many boats and he just destroys every single one. Using the ocean just to like gobble up all the ships and all that and kill all the members. Now, of course, he couldn't kill like what's called Sanji's like brother or sister or anything like that, or his father, because they're already on the island. Now, this is where, well, the timeline would have been literally changed more. That Sanji's actually going to marry Big Mama's like daughter and all that. I don't remember her name, but way earlier. This is where Luffy appears and his army also appears. This is where Jin 6 are just like what's called only the what's called brothers, sisters. Well, I mean the brothers, sister, and also the father all kind of stood up, and this is where his army is all dead. And this is where, well, Big Mama's like guards and all that are also all dead. This is where, well, at one guy that fought against Luffy and John Cannon is going to fight against Luffy. But when he uses his ability to attack Luffy, Luffy uses water just to stop it, just to neglect it, because, well, everything has weaker to water. This is where Jinbei kind of knows, well, he's there and all that. And, of course, he was there because, well, he wasn't there, no. He is, well, what's called the Straw Hats, or also named the Greenhead Pirates, so basically Zoro. But yeah. Now, of course, this is where, well, Big Mama says, You are the Red-Eye Godslayer. I will not let you kill me. Hi, I'm Big Mama. And this is where Luffy says, Shut up. Luffy puts Armament Hawk in already punches Big Mama in the face, clocking her out. Now, of course, she is now right now smashed into a building and all that. And Big Mama screaming, she's like, You arrogant bastard. This is where the Vanguard army is right now fighting against Big Mama's, like, freaking family and also the Gen 6, Gen 66, the father, the sister, and also the brothers. But yeah. This is where Sanji says, I see, so the Red-Eye Godslayer is here. This is where Zoro came out of nowhere and bopped him in the fucking head and said, Wake up, fuck up, bitch. This is where Sanji says, Zoro, why are you doing it? Motherfucker, I'm here to save your ass. This is where, well, Sanji's bride tried to betray and tried to kill Sanji. Zoro was about to cut her ass until Sanji just kicked her and said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, pretty lady and all. And this is where Zoro says, Shut the fuck up and let me just kill her. Jesus fucking Christ. We don't goddamn have any time about this. This is where, well, crime boss and all that, he was there also, and this is where he tells Zoro and Sanji to hurry the fuck up, because they're fucking leaving, because the fucking chaos is here, with the Vanguard army and even the Red-Eye Godslayer being here, fighting against Big Mama and also Jin 66. Now, of course, this is where Sanji says, I can't go, Zoro. I can't go. This is where fucking Zoro punches Sanji and says, Shut the fuck up and wake the fuck up, motherfucker. You're a part of my crew. I'm not fucking leaving you here to fucking die because of her fucking parents or whatever bullshit they are doing or whatever bullshit. Now get your ass, or I'm gonna drag your ass towards that guy. This is where Sanji says, Fine. He starts going with Zoro. And so, of course, the game boss is, like, shooting a bunch of cannons out of his, like, body and all that. So, yeah. this is where well, Luffy is right now fighting against Big Mama, and Big Mama is trying to attack Luffy, trying to easily take out his soul. When she says, which her devil fruit allows her to take people's souls and all that from, like, if she says that she wants this type of food and no one has it, she's able to take that person's soul. When she tries to do that to Luffy, the only thing she gets is nothing. Luffy does not have a soul right now. His soul is pure black. All the hatred and pain is right now protecting its soul. So it just has it like around. It has it like a shield. So of course Big Mama realized that she can't take Luffy's soul, wondering why. And Luffy just uses his conqueror's spirit. Yes, his conqueror's hawking spirit. Now of course this is where Big Mama almost passes out from the ominous, and I mean ominous, freaking conqueror's spirit hawking. So of course she's like, I gotta get away from him. Luffy says, no you don't. His arm goes into a claw, of course. Think of it how like Sabo says dragon claw, and his arms just go into this like shape of a dragon claw and all that. But his arm just go hawking. That's how Luffy does it. And he says, instead of saying dragon claw, he just says wolf claw. And he's like, dark wolf claw. His arm goes into the black hawking that I mentioned before. And he shoves his arm at Big Mama and rips out Big Mama's heart, crushing the heart. So killing Big Mama. Of course, this is where Big Mama's like crewing all that. It's like freaking out. You're like, Big Mama's dead. No. And of course, like the guy who's can somewhat uses heat and all that, and the other guy who can fucking use lightning. I think so. Yeah, they tried to attack Luffy, or not lightning. Use like this genie shit and all that. I don't remember. It tries to attack Luffy, and Luffy dodges and kills them both, using the Itoto no Mi and also, well, the Yami Yami no Mi. To kill the, what's called, genie, using the darkness and using the Itoto no Mi to kind of slice the guy up into a million pieces. The Vanguard army is right now going against a bunch of them and easily killing so many. Now, of course, some of the Vanguard army is getting hurt, but of course, their will to kill and get rid of the hierarchy are right now just very strong. So of course they are punching through, killing them, and Luffy is right now murdering through a bunch of a bunch of people. Of course, this is where he goes against the leader of Jin 66. Well, Sanji's father. That's where Sanji's father says, "Die, you red eye Gasayer!" He doesn't stand a chance. Luffy does the same move, but a weaker version. Doesn't even put Hawk into his arms, and just puts his hand through the guy's chest, rips it out, breaks it, and then Luffy just decides to grab him from the neck and crushes it, killing him. This is where, well, Sanji's brothers try to attack Luffy. Of course, this is where Luffy says, "Be gone from me." This is where, three elites of Luffy appear and kills them down, striking them down. Now, if you thought that they have very tough skin and they cannot be affected by normal weapons. Well, these three elites, six elites, all six elites that Luffy has very, very special weapons. What's it called? These weapons, they can be put with hawking, but also they are all different types of weapons. One is a scythe, who is purple, and, this purple scythe can use darkness, using the Yami Yami no Mi. Another one is two blue swords. Now, these two blue swords, it allows to use lightning and, lightning and water. Now, this is where, another sword is, having a crimson red blade. And this blade is allowed to use fire. Very, very hot fire. And of course, there's one that can use a spear. And his spear is kind of brown and all. He can able to, if he hit the spear into the ground, he can use earth spikes around him to protect him. And of course, another has a bow that's white and blue, lightish blue and white. This is called the ice bow, which you get the point of the name. Yeah, you can shoot arrows that are made of ice and all, and stab through anyone, freeze them. Now, another one, last one, and this is, well, he has a black sword, one black sword. It's actually a small black tonto. And of course, the other weapon he has is a long sword. But this long sword, it has the color red. And of course, it has the ominous red color that, well, Luffy has. Because Luffy had two of these swords. He decides to give one to his best elites. So yeah. So this guy can use darkness with the small tonto. But the sword that he has, the red sword, it is an ancient weapon that allows him to cut through any type of attack. So yeah, erasing that attack and all that. So of course is where those three kind of goes and fights against the kids and also kill them. Of course, Sanji's sister did leave and all that because she isn't gonna deal with this, and realized that she would lose. Her family thought that they couldn't lose, but she knows that if she stays any longer, she would have died. But yeah, she left. Now, of course, some of the people from Big Mama, they actually did not manage to escape and they died. So, the whole Big Mama crew and all that, they're all dead. Now, for Gen 666, they are all dead also except for Sanji's sister. She left. Luckily in time. So yeah, this is where Luffy says, everyone, let's go back to the island. So of course they're killing them and also freeing people and all that. Some people actually decide to join with them. Like that were under Big Mama's control and all that. So yeah, this is where they are going now. Now, of course we do a 2-month time skip. Luffy, after the whole Big Mama destruction, Kaiden, he was in high alert. Cause, well, Big Mama was somewhat of like a friend. Because if I can remember right, Kaiden and Big Mama were like in the same crew and all that. So yeah. Of course, well, Luffy does not care about Kaiden. He will kill him. And he doesn't care. But he did kind of have a interesting battle. Before we go into the fight with Kaiden and all that, that's where Luffy, after the 2-month time skip and all that, that's where Luffy and his crew was about to go out of the island. That's where multiple boats appear. Now, these are not Marines. These are, well, Fire Fist, Ace, Whitebeard, Shanks, green hair Zoro, so Zoro's here, and even Sabo. Sabo is with Ace. And of course, well, Luffy says, I see. So, he says, I see. 4 Sea Emperors has just appeared right in front of my doorstep. What do I have the pleasure to meet all of you? Red hair Shanks, green hair Zoro, Whitebeard, and even my brother Ace. What do I have the pleasure of meeting all of you? That's where Ace says, Luffy. And Luffy says yes. Stop. Luffy kind of smiles creepily and says, Ace, you already know my answer. I'm not stopping. No one's gonna stop me. This is where, all of them, not all of them, Ace says, Luffy, before you decide to attack Kaiden, we are all not going to try to fight you. And we want you not to attack us. Well, try not to kill us. Well, kill our crewmates. They didn't do anything to you. And Luffy says, exactly, I'm not trying to kill you. No, I'm not killing you, Ace. It took so long for me to save you from those Marines. I'm not trying to kill you. No, I told you already. I'm not here to kill you. I'm here to destroy the High Anarchy. This is where Sabo appears and says, Luffy, listen to me. Luffy, turns around, sees Sabo. Now, of course, the six elites cannot react fast enough, and of course, Luffy kind of waved his hand and said to the elites to stop. Now, of course, the word Luffy says, "You must be a fucking clone or something." Huh? Or you're the real one, Sabo. Now, Sabo says, "Luffy, stop this. Please. I'm begging of you, just stop this. You don't need to go to war with the Sea Emperor, Kaiden, and also don't need to kill him. No, no, please, just stop." Luffy says, "I can't." Sabo, "I thought you died. I guess you're not. Then, well, even though you're alive, I can't stop." This is where Sabo says, "Then I have to stop you." He puts Armament Hawk into his arm and tries to punch at Luffy. Luffy was about to get punched, and Luffy, gets punched in the, what's it called, face. And of course, Ace said, "I guess it didn't work." Luffy was not affected by it. Instead, he kicked Sabo back to where Ace is at. Ace managed to catch Sabo and said, "Sabo, are you okay?" Sabo says, "Ugh, my stomach." "Yeah, I'm fine. I'll survive." Luffy says, "You are all just kind of, how should I say, standing in my way from Kaiden, and I won't stand for it. Sabo, I hope you live a long life. If I die just because I killed Kaiden and also the world government, I hope you live on long life." This is where they were all wondering why he's talking like that. This is where Luffy says, "Water." He moves to water and he says, "Water. Water push." He pushes all the ships very far away. And of course the water is actually increasing with the speed, pushing all the different ships away very far. So it's gonna take them a while to even come close to the island again. This is where all of them are saying, "What the?" This is where Luffy and his crew is already on the boat right now, going straight to Kaiden. So, we go into Kaiden. Kaiden is saying, he hasn't attacked for 2 months. Could he give up and decide to go after the Marines? No. This man's very protective or whatever. Not protective. Persistent. Now, this is where, the, what's it called? Kaiden is right now just thinking. And also where a cannonball has shot through his office. His office. So Kaiden says, "I see." So they're attacking. The Vanguard army is right now just running towards the army of Kaiden. Kaiden gets out and becomes a dragon. Luffy becomes also a dragon because he has October fruits. And is right now fighting against Kaiden. Punching the air and just kicking out. So of course the worst 6 elites are right now on the ground fighting against the what's called queen and also king. And also one of the elites actually went into a secret tunnel that he has heard about their slaves and blah 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 of what's it called, Kaiden slaving people and all. And he's thinking to free them so they can have more people to attack. And they have a lot of people. They have over 500k people. So yeah. So it was taking 2 boats or something. 2 very large boats they had. And Luffy was using the water to push them faster to get over here. So it didn't take them that much of 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks. About 1 week because Luffy uses the water to just push them really fast. And also start using the wind to go really fast. So yeah. So, of course, Luffy is right now fighting against Kaiden. This elite has the purple scythe. So, of course, he's just running through the, what's called, cages and all. And seeing that there is some, what's called, people, but they're already dead. And he bumps into a person with a mask, has horns, and, has chains. Have chain risk. And of course, this person does have the bat and all that Kaiden does have also. The metal club and all that. This is where the elite says, "Are you wait, who are you exactly?" This is where Yamato says, This is Yamato, by the way. She says, "Who are you?" And this is where, well, the guy says, "I don't know who you are. I can't tell if you're a prisoner or one of Kaiden's men." And this is where Yamato says, "I'm prisoner. My father's no, never mind. Kaiden, what's it called, put me here. I cannot escape off this island because he's chained when I let me go." As a where the elite, he goes towards her, and of course, this is where he puts his hands out. His hands out goes into a purple armament Hawking. Yes, he has purple armament Hawking instead of like being black or something like that. And he focuses what's it called armament Hawking to go on the chains and has this like purple aura, similar to that what Luffy does in the original canon and all that. And he pulls out what like breaks through the chains and pulls them out and breaks them in his like what's it called arm. This is where Yamato is amazed with this person. This is where the person says, "Are you okay?" Yamato says, "Yeah," and she does kind of blushes, but of course she has the mask, so of course no one sees that. Now Yamato is the height of well, what's it called? So Yamato is the height of 8'8", and of course this person well wasn't even smaller than her or anything. He was at least well height of what's called 9'2". The reason why he's kind of a little bit taller than half the others, everyone else is kind of taller, like 7'2" and all that. But yeah, so well not 7'2", they're like 6'9", 7'2", and yeah. Of course, she's amazed and wondering who this person is. She asks, "Who are you exactly?" This is where, well, he says that I am number 5. And of course, she says, I'm not talking about your number or whatever. The elite says, "I usually never give out my real name or anything. None of the other elites ever give out their real name. My name is Zanfehe." And of course, Yamato says, "My name is Yamato." I forgot what her last name. I don't think they even had a last name, like Kaiden or anything like that. And of course, well, of course, this is where Zanfehe says, "Okay, Yamato." This is where, well, he decides to try to grab what's called Yamato's arm so they can go. Of course, Zanfehe kind of noticed her hand is too soft to be a guy's. And then he asks, "Are you a guy or a girl?" Yamato says, "I am the son of, what was his name? The original user of, well, Minma. Or not original user, the original wielder. I forgot his name. I think it was, fuck. I forgot. Yeah. Of course, this is where Zanfehe says, "You're a female, aren't you?" And then she nods slowly. And then Zanfehe says, "Weird. Whatever. Let's just go. We gotta get through and see if there's any other survivors." This is where she says there's none. I've been here alone for a while. It's where Zanfehe kind of stopped and says, "I guess we can't save them. Whatever. At least the others must be having luck." So the other elites are kind of fighting against what's it called. 2 elites are right now fighting against King and Queen. One with the 2 blue weapons, and one of Luffy's best top, and that is the first elite, is fighting against King. Now, King's body cannot be hurt or anything because he's from an ancient kind of clan and all that. And this is where the sword that the first user can use. Well, not first user, the first elite. This sword allows to cut through anything, erase anything and all that, any special abilities. This sword actually cuts through King and hurts King. King is like, "What the? This guy's dangerous." Queen is right now fighting against, well, the second elite. So yeah. Now, of course, the 4th, 3rd, and even the 6th elite are right now just running through trying to get as many people to kind of revolution up and fight against Kaiden's army and all that. So that is happening. Of course, multiple, not elite, but multiple, like, what's it called, fighters in the, what's it called, army right now, going and fighting through the Kaiden army, while Luffy and Kaiden are right now fighting in the air. They're just 2 giant fighting in the air. Now, of course, Luffy's dragon, I should mention what color it is. So, Kaiden's dragon is like a blue, kind of golden kind of color like that. While Luffy's color of dragon, it's black, red, and well, let me say it again. It's fully black, but its eyes are complete red, and its horns are red also, so its claws is red. And of course, it's right now just biting down on Kaiden. Kaiden uses one of the beams that he can shoot from what's called a dragon, like a fireball, whatever. And of course, Luffy does the same and shoots a lightning ball instead out of his mouth. They both clash and of course trying to fight for dominance. Of course, Luffy's is a little bit stronger and just keeps pushing back Kaiden's attack and hits Kaiden. Kaiden goes, "Argh!" He's right now screaming in the dragon form and all that. Luffy is right now rushing at him, biting him, and throwing him back to the ground, and right now shooting another beam, while Kaiden tries to fight for Luffy's attack. So yeah. Of course, so many people are seeing this and seeing that another dragon fighting against Kaiden, multiple villagers start rising up and start fighting against him. So elites didn't have to do that much or anything, but prepared them with weapons and all that, and also food. So yeah, and also proper armor. So yeah, that's where they are fighting against Kaiden's army and all that. And well, Kaiden's army is right now losing extremely fast. Even though they add enough food, army, and people, they have, well, the original Wando people, and also they don't fucking like Kaiden's people here, so yeah, they've been tortured, so they're fighting back. And also so Luffy's army, that's like 500 people. Like, not 500K people just being there fighting them against him. And of course, Sanford and Yamato is right now, well, dealing with what's it called? The blue hair girl, I forgot her name, and also like her brother with green hair, or what's it, not green hair, with a green hat and green kind of like what's it called, clothes with purple hair. Of course, Sanford is right now fighting against that guy, and of course, the blue hair is right now fighting against Yamato. So Yamato easily knocks the shit out of her, and of course, Sanford, he well goes and transforms. So of course the green what's called green clothes guy does transform into like a, I think it was a T-Rex. I can't remember. But yeah, he transformed into that of an animal like that. And of course he transforms. He transforms into this like dark creature. Now, of course, this dark creature is a dragon. No, not one of like the dinosaurs that they transform into, but an actual dragon. Of course, like his freaking, what's it called? He got, actually, not a dragon, but a wolf. This wolf has actually 12 tails than that of a normal wolf. So yeah, of course, the color of the wolf is like has black and purple and all that, and his eyes are purple glowing. And it's right now fighting against what's it called, this guy who had green clothes and all that. Right now, Sanford just knocks his lights out and really starts beating his ass, punching him. Now, of course, Yamato sees this and she's actually amazed that, well, Sanford can transform into this. So Sanford asks for Luffy for a devil fruit and all that, and Luffy gave his elites all different devil fruit abilities. Now, these abilities are not affected by water, so if they land in water, they are okay, because Luffy is the one to give them these abilities. So yeah, Luffy is somewhat considered a god level right now, so yeah. So, of course, Sanford is like knocking this guy's lights out, while Yamato like hits the person with the bat and does transform into her devil fruit, which her devil fruit is like an icy type of animal. I forgot what it is. I think it's called chili. No, I don't remember what it's called. Well, of course, she like knocks the fuck out of the girl with blue hair who transforms into an also somewhat dragon law. Well, not dragon, dinosaur. And yeah, of course, where Yamato says, "You don't look too bad yourself." She's already in like her transformation for her Zenin devil fruit. And Sanford says, "Oh, so that's how you look like in your devil fruit and it's on him. It's on him." And of course, this is where, well, they're right now kind of seeing the rumble around the building and all that. And of course, Alpha says, I see leaders right now fighting against what's called Kaiden. And of course, this is where Yamato says, who? Someone from, well, not our rankings, but mostly our leaders fighting against, Kaiden. Of course, is where Yamato nodded, and of course, well, Luffy is right now whooping the fuck out of Kaiden. Well, they transfer out of the what's called dragon form, so Kaiden went out of the dragon form and kind of lay down on the ground. Of course, he is like passed out like an original canon and all that. When Luffy was in what's called going fourth form and all that, Luffy gets out of his what's called dragon form, but right now going straight to Kaiden. Now Kaiden, this is where he wakes up and purple lightning hits the ground, and he just tries to club the hell out of Luffy. Luffy puts black armament hawking into his arm, catches the what's called club, and breaks it. Before Kaiden shocked and then gets punched in the face so fast that he couldn't react at all. This is where Luffy is now using the Ito no Mi to actually cut out what's called Kaiden. Kaiden saying, "Rah!" Tries to punch at Luffy, and Luffy blocks his shit with one arm. It's not even affected by Luffy. Luffy is right now pissed. The reason why he's pissed is the fact that, well, he got all those memories from that one guy. Or not memory, what am I talking about? But has heard how much terrible shit that was called Kaiden has done to Wano. And so Luffy says, with all the hatred of the people, pain and suffering you did to these people, I will break you in half. That's where Luffy's arm goes into a black, purple, and red kind of Hawking color and all that. Like ominous color of Hawking and all. And he punches freaking Kaiden in the stomach so hard, like uppercutting his stomach, his gut. And of course, we're cutting off the blood and all that. And Luffy just punches through him so fast. So of course, his hand just goes through Kaiden's like whole body. And Kaiden goes, I can't believe I died. He died. So yeah. Now with King, he is right now fighting against what's called the Elite First. And the Elite First legit says, ancient weapon slice. Divine slice of judgment. Of course, where King says, what do you mean? His head gets cut off. So, of course, he died. You think, how? He dies. Queen, of course, he dies by the second user, who has these two blue swords. One uses lightning, one uses blue flames. I think I said water, but not blue flames instead. And burns in electricity the hell out of Queen. Now, of course, the what's called army of Kaiden actually gone. Some of them ran away, some of them got killed, some of them just got hung, well, arrested. With that happening, this is where, well, so of course, after the whole fight between Kaiden and all that happened, of course, the Wano, what's it called, place is now free and all that. So, of course, when, well, Momo is actually gonna go back to the island and all that, if they ever come back and all that, they are, well, Momo is actually gonna become the heir of, well, the place and all that. So, yeah. This is where, well, Zanfa Head is going back to Luffy and all that. And, of course, all these are going back to the boat and all that. Because their last mission is to get rid of, well, the hierarchy of, well, the marine base. But, yeah. But before anything else happened, that's where Zanfa Head is talking to, what's it called, well, Yamato. Of course, well, Zanfa Head did show his face because, well, both their masks did break when they did transform. And of course, they are kind of blushing. Zanfa Head is blushing purple, while Yamato is blushing kind of like a bluish color. Now, of course, this is where the elite says, Zanfa Head, you really, well, fit elite. You really did break your mask, or should we say Zanfa Head. Now, of course, they start chuckling because they see Zanfa Head's face and Yamato. And of course, they are somewhat holding hands and all that, because, well, they did kind of the whole building they crashed and all that. But yeah. So this is where, well, multiple of Kaiden's men are like arrested and all that. and sentenced to prison and all that. But yeah, now this is where Luffy is saying at least they are gone. This is where, well, after him killing what's called Kaiden, he was just going towards his elite, and of course, a bunch of people are like saluting Luffy until he somehow just disappeared. This is where the elite says, Luffy sama. Of course, they don't know where he went. This is where somebody says, where did he go? Luffy, he appears into a world. Well, not even a world. He appears into a room. Now, this room is complete dark, and there's just light on top of some stairs. This is where the person says, hello there, Luffy, or should I say Monkey D. Luffy, also known as the Red Eye Godslayer. You have been causing so much trouble. You killed Kaiden, Big Mama, even the Celestial Dragons. For that, for your crime, I should get rid of you. This is where the person shoots, not even a light attack. He appears right in front of Luffy, like punching him in the gut. And of course, and kicking him towards the wall. Of course, this person has like these 6 wings. Not even 6 wings. There's like 4 wings in total. Actually, not even 4 wings. Let me say that again. There's 2 wings. This is actually an angel. And of course, this is where this angel says, you've been causing so much trouble that I will get rid of you. He uses this like bubbly white aura, or like, not white aura, but bubble attack and all that. He tries to trap Luffy and kill him. So think of it like the Arctic Angels. But this, if you want to compare them to the Arctic Angels, he would have been at such a low rank. So when they hit Luffy, he is kind of trying to dissipate Luffy into absolutely nothing but just ashes. And it doesn't do anything to Luffy. Luffy says, you bastard are trying to piss me off. This is where the guy says, I am a god. You aren't supposed to do this. I am the marine god, blah, blah, blah. He was explaining the odds to this. And of course, Luffy says, so you're the person who's pulled those strings with the marines. I see. And you took me towards you. What an idiot you are. Luffy's eyes goes into a bloodshot red. Not bloodshot, but his eyes just go into like red eye color, like if he's going berserk or anything like that. But his eyes goes red. His body actually goes into a black color. But of course, multiple colors appeared. 6 wings has appeared with Luffy. 6 colorful wings. Of course, these are all the Devil Fruit's abilities. Like different colors of the Devil Fruits and all that. And of course, Luffy's eyes do just stay red and all. But of course, they have, well, their eyes, like a pupil of eye color does go like rainbow and all that. And Luffy's activating, well, the true power of the, what's it called? This is where, well, he's activating his full power, the Kami Kami no Mi. Because this is a god Devil Fruit. So, of course, his eyes are just colorful and all that. And, of course, his hair is just black and all that. It's kind of black and white, like mixed together and all that. Not mixed, but has highlights of black and white around his hair. And, of course, Luffy, he says, you are just a weakling to me. Those attacks you sent towards me were nothing but weak attacks. I will erase you. That's where Luffy appears right in front of the elite. What's called elite, the actual higher anarchy for the Marines. And just points his finger at the person in the forehead and erases his ass. Psh, so easily. This is where Luffy does kill what's called the, well, underneath the higher, what's called anarchy of the Marines, the 4 elders and all that. He murders through them and starts destroying the Marines so easily. So yeah, this is where I'm going to do a few year time skip. After the Marines, the Celestial Dragons, even the 2, what's called Sea Emperors that he didn't fucking like and knew how much trouble some they did and all that, has got rid of and all that, Kaiden and Big Mama. This is where Luffy is now considered somewhat of a god. Now, of course, he doesn't like using his full power of the Kami Kami no Mi, but he lives normally on the same island that he kind of planned and all that. So Luffy is now, he is now, well, 23. Well, not 23. I would say he's about 27. He will be considered a pirate king, but they call him mostly a god instead of being the pirate king. Mostly pirate god, if that's the thing. Yeah. But of course, multiple people are free. They're free to do anything. Not mostly try to do slavery, blah, 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 like that. Any of that? Yeah, that's not happening. And of course, as well, we go into Luffy's life. Luffy does not have anyone. And of course, well, he does have someone. He had, well, met someone. Not really, I'm just kidding. No, Luffy is somewhat a kind of watches over a lot of things. But of course, he does have his army and all that. And of course, his army is now considered the new Marines and all that. But of course, these Marines actually do get rid of like people like that and doesn't get bribed or do anything like that. And also does not care about the nobles and all that. If you do something shitty like a noble, you getting arrested. No fucks, question asked or anything like that. Of course, the six elites are still alive, but actually grew more into 10 elites. So yeah, so Luffy does kind of just watches out and all that, blah blah. Grimes is still alive. Sengoku, he's dead and all that. But yeah, of course, the other Sea Emperors, they are kind of just doing whatever they wanted to. But yeah, now Sabo and Ace are kind of happy that Luffy didn't put the world into full darkness. Instead, he saved the world somehow. But yeah, Luffy, he has now what's called got rid of the hatred and pain towards a lot of people. And of course, that's what his plan was mostly to do, get rid of the pain and hatred. But yeah, that's before Luffy, what's called, not Luffy, Sanfehe and Yamato did kind of had a kid. Because, well, yeah, they kind of really liked each other. So yeah, the other elites kind of tried to make jokes with Sanfehe and all that. But yeah, so yeah, that's all I wanted to mention for this what if, because it's the end. So yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, potato. In the end of this what if Luffy went into hatred? But yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, potato, and potato.